have a look on everything: security, welcoming, food, the sport, the player, scheduling. I love it with what she showed in terms of power, in terms of movement, in terms of variety, and how strong she is. She is up there. But you know, if she can keep that, we will see a.
The WTA just dropped a bombshell. Alex Eala has officially been handed a wildcard seed in the main draw of the French Open, and the entire tennis world is stunned. Not just fans, not just analysts, not just the people sitting behind desks trying to decode what they're watching. Everybody, literally every single person connected to tennis is talking about this decision right now. And once you actually understand the full story behind it, you realize this wasn't a shock at all. It was bound to happen, because Alex Eala hasn't just been playing tennis this season, she's been actively reshaping what modern tennis even looks like. And now the WTA, Roland Garros, and the entire structure of women's tennis have finally made it official. So let's break this down properly: how we got here, why this move makes total sense, and what it means for the future of the sport. This all didn't start with the French Open announcement. The foundation for this moment was being built step by step, match after match, tournament after tournament, crowd after crowd. You really have to zoom out to understand the scale of what Alex Eala has been doing in such a short time. Think back to the Australian Open. Fans were lining up before sunrise just to get a seat for her matches. Queues were wrapping outside the stadium before the gates even opened. Clips started going viral across every major platform, and casual viewers who had never watched tennis in their lives suddenly found themselves locked in just because of one name: Alex Eala. Tournament organizers caught on fast. The energy around her matches was unlike anything else happening at the event. Younger fans were connecting with her in a way that felt real, not forced. Asian tennis supporters rallied behind her in numbers you simply couldn't ignore. Her presence on court triggered massive spikes in social media engagements every time she played. And this wasn't manufactured hype. This was authentic. This was a player tapping into an audience that tennis had never fully reached before. 0-20 to 0-38. And that was only the start. Then came Miami, and everything shifted completely. Her run at the Miami Open was the moment the tennis world truly snapped into attention. She wasn't just competing. She wasn't just a promising young name making noise. She was controlling conversations. She was packing out stadiums to full capacity. She was forcing seasoned analysts to rethink everything they thought they knew about the next wave of women's tennis. And then she did the one thing that shut down all remaining doubt. She defeated Coco Gauff, a Grand Slam champion and one of the biggest names in the entire WTA. And Alex Eala stepped onto that court, locked in, stared across at one of the sport's elite, and took the win. That victory didn't just earn respect, it delivered a message to every player, every coach, every tournament director, and every fan watching worldwide. She's not here just to participate. She's not here just to gain experience. She's here to compete at the highest level, and she can beat anyone in front of her. The numbers filled in the rest of the picture in a way nobody could argue with. During her Miami run, daily revenue from tickets and media streams was sitting between $500,000 and $1 million per day. Every seat in the house was filled from the first point to the last. The atmosphere inside those arenas was electric in a way longtime observers said felt completely different from anything they'd seen before. And ticket prices surged to levels that even veteran insiders didn't see coming.
Eala, it's been quite a thrill ride for her this last year as well. I feel like last year at this event, it was a little bit of a coming out party where she had some great results coming from a wildcard position as well. So I think the international interest in both of them is so high, and Miami being such a sort of a cultural melting pot with so many of the international, so much of the international flavor here. I think we're going to need them to be on center court because they have so many.
And then, the moment she was knocked out in the round of 16, everything flipped instantly and brutally. Revenue dropped to roughly $100,000 a day almost overnight. The crowd started thinning out. The energy inside the stadium just vanished, and the buzz that had defined the opening week of the entire tournament completely disappeared. That's not a small dip. That's not some harmless statistical adjustment. That's what it looks like when one player is carrying the entire weight of a tournament and suddenly exits the stage. The whole event felt her absence immediately after the second she was gone, and the French Open was paying very close attention to every bit of it. French Open director Amélie Mauresmo went on live television and did something you rarely see at this level of professional tennis. She didn't just quietly acknowledge Alex Eala, she publicly and personally welcomed her into Roland Garros. Not a dry press release, not a quick mention buried in a conference. She went on live TV, fully acknowledged Eala, confirmed she personally ensured she felt comfortable and valued before the tournament even began, and openly admitted she understands the massive global fanbase traveling just to watch her play on clay in Paris. Mauresmo and her team also structured the scheduling with real intention around Eala's matches, because they know fans are flying in from the Philippines. They know supporters are coming from across Asia and every corner of the world, booking flights, hotels, and entire trips just for a chance to see her on clay in Paris. And Roland Garros wants every single one of those fans to feel like the journey was worth it. That's not standard tournament logistics. That's a Grand Slam organization clearly and publicly signaling that Eala matters, that her audience matters, and that they're ready to deliver on that stage.
To have a look on everything. Security, welcoming, food, the sport, the player, scheduling. I love it with what she showed in terms of power, in terms of movement, in terms of variety, and how strong she is up there. But, you know, if she can keep that, we will see a match.
And now the WTA has taken it one step further by awarding her a wildcard seed in the main draw. This move is bigger than scheduling or tournament logistics. It's a full-on declaration. It's the governing body of women's tennis officially recognizing that Alex Eala belongs in the elite tier at one of the four most prestigious stages in the entire sport. And the backing around her doesn't stop with organizers or institutions. Novak Djokovic has reportedly been deeply impressed by Eala's mentality, discipline, and relentless drive to improve. And listen, when someone with Djokovic's experience speaks to a young player, the entire tennis world pays attention. Because he's seen greatness up close his whole career, and he knows exactly what it looks like when he sees it. Even Maria Sharapova, who understands the transformation from athlete to global phenomenon better than almost anyone, has reportedly pointed to something rare in Alex Eala. Not just a promising talent with upside, a cultural icon in the making. Someone who could rise beyond tennis and become a symbol of a generation. Very few athletes ever reach that ceiling. Very few ever become bigger than the sport itself. But Eala is quietly moving in that exact direction, not only for Filipino tennis, not only for Asian representation in global sport, but for every young person watching anywhere in the world who sees her and believes more is possible. Established players are feeling that shift too. The spotlight is moving, the energy is shifting, and the attention from fans, sponsors, and tournaments is gravitating toward her in a way that's becoming impossible to ignore. So here's where everything stands right now. Roland Garros 2026 is where she walks in as a wildcard seed under the WTA. She's not fighting through qualifying rounds just to reach the main draw. She's entering as a player officially recognized, publicly supported, and strategically factored into the tournament itself. She carries the backing of legends, the expectations of millions, and the hopes of an entire nation. The clay courts of Paris are waiting. The world is locked in watching. And if Miami and Indian Wells proved anything, it's this. When Alex Eala steps on court, something historic always feels within reach. Can she deliver the defining moment that Roland Garros and the entire tennis world are waiting for? Thanks for watching and subscribing to my channel.